Oh my goodness, did y'all hear about that girl, that high school girl who went to school with welts and bruises all over her from like the neck down, right? Nobody else really noticed it throughout the day, but then when she got to her drama class, the teacher who was the drama class instructor, she was really close with. So naturally, the teacher was handing her something. She noticed the welts and bruises. She reported it. So by the end of the day, the girl gets called into the office by the principal or the vice principal and the school resource officer. They asking her, who did this to you? Like, we need to know so we can help you. She refuses to tell them who did this to her. So the resource officer tells her, if you keep this up, you ain't gonna make it to C18. Telling a kid that who's literally scared for their life, right? So even though the girl didn't tell them nothing, she gets off the bus to where she's going. She doesn't stay like obviously with her parents. Like she stays, she's in her mom's custody, but she's staying with her dad at her grandmother's house at this time, across town from where her mother lives. And even though she didn't tell the school anything, somehow, some way, even though her mom's address was on file, they figured out where she was. Probably her mom told them. Who knows? So she walks up to the house. There's police everywhere. Her dad is like staring, glaring at her, right? So she's obviously scared. She just like, I don't know how this happened. I didn't tell nobody nothing. And she overhears the police telling her dad, like, next time you just don't need to leave bruises. Like these kids are unruly, like just don't leave bruises. And her dad's like staring at her like he gonna do it again, right? So she walks in the house and her dad's wife at the time literally looks at her in disgust and was like, you should have known what to say. So from there, the social worker from DCF takes her upstairs, makes her take off her clothes and take pictures of all of the welts and the bruises. So at this point, CPS is basically like, girl, you're not even supposed to be here. You're in your mother's custody. You are going back to your mom. So at this point, obviously, the girl is terrified because she was at her grandmother's house for a reason. That's where her mom took her because her mom kicked her out before over a man, right? So CPS takes her back to the mom. The mom basically tells the CPS worker, like, I'm gonna do the same thing if you leave her here. The CPS worker is basically like, listen, and if that happens, if we do get evidence of that, you will be going to jail. But until then, until we see physical proof of you harming her, we have to leave her here. And naturally, stuff hit the fan again. The girl ended up getting put out, but she didn't get sent back to the same house. Like she was basically house to house until she graduated high school. She graduated with honors, miraculously graduated with honors. And then she literally went off to school to a HBCU, a private HBCU, for like a year because they was offering room and board. She was homeless. So she was like,